Okay, we're going to take a look at Ulria's P3 kill to get a better idea of the in-game positioning. So to start off with, they're in the damage amp, whatever. They're going to step forward so they don't get landed on, because getting landed on P3 would be embarrassing. And then the first mechanic is rings. Rings always happens the same way. It'll either be left or right, and the third one ring will be directly behind. So we're waiting for the ring spawn. Okay, it's to the right here, so always the same movement. Get close to the first ring, take the debuff as soon as possible, move a little bit further right to get to the second ring, take that debuff, and then back away from the third ring. You need to be watching your vulnerability timer in the middle of your screen. And remember that on Mythic, the vulnerability is and the base damage is both higher. So if you take a double ring hit without your vulnerability clearing, you're taking a 45 million hit, which is not survivable unless you're a tank with a defensive. So basically, taking a ring hit with your vulnerability still up means you're dead. So that movement needs to be second nature. So it's always close to the first ring, then keep moving a little bit more in the same direction, and then back up. Right after the first ring set, we have the first Devour. So one of them pings between 2 and 3. So that means this is 1, 2, 3, 4. You have quite a bit of time to get to your planet here, like 8 seconds before you need to hide. So you can see all your buddies say chatting the same icon to make sure you're in the same place. Okay, first Devour. So first 3 planets are rotating clockwise to the safe spot. Fourth planet is rotating counterclockwise, except for the active tank. And we're getting positioned for the first gravity plus tank suck. See where they're positioned kind of between the first and second alive stars. And look where the tank is going to be positioned. They're going to be slightly off the boss between the first dead star and the first alive star. That kind of makes the grip more of a gentle pull as opposed to pulling them straight through Dimensius. So look where they are here, off the boss. And then people aren't too far spread out yet. You want to be a little bit, so you can see the circles are here, a little bit spread, but you're going to do more of the spread during the pull. So during the pull, ranged are fighting against the pull. Melee can move a little bit towards the pull. Healers stay in the middle, and you have around 1.5 seconds after the pull finishes to reposition into your gravities. Here, the active tank that took the tank grip does take 1 more melee, so you need to get back into melee and rotate more counterclockwise to take that 1 melee, and then the taunt swap can happen. Okay, after this, they're baiting rings. After this, you always want to bait rings between the second and third stars, so kind of directly in the middle of the remaining alive stars. That ensures that the last ring spawns us in the correct location. Okay, and this is kind of just naturally where we end up. So you see they didn't really move at all. They just end up between the second and third stars. They do the rings. It's right again here. And after this ring set is V formation between the live and the dead star. So you can see here how the ring comes in. Basically, the end of the ring is exactly where they want it to be because of where they baited it. And they do the V formation. So melee, the left side of the V, healer at the bottom of the V, ranged on the right side of the V. It doesn't have to be like a perfect V. I mean, as long as we are split into our correct groups and we're not inside the planet, we're fine. Then look at the tank positioning. So tank grips us between the second and third alive stars, and you want like daylight between the grip and the melee and the ranged camps, because you don't want to drag the groups into the star, because if the group gets dragged into the star and 6 people go into the star, it's a wipe. But kind of generally this positioning should always work for us. This first V formation, the gravities expire right before the grip. So you can see gravities are done and then the grip. Now we're baiting the rings again. Again, we're baiting between second and third planets, or second and third stars. They go right again, and again it's another V formation at the end of this. Okay, and see again they end at the right spot between the live and dead star. Same thing, V formation, same formation. This grip. So look, the pull-in is 1.1 seconds. The gravity is 2.1 or 2.2. I can't really tell what that says. But so this means that the gravity goes off during the grip. So this is the hands off set. Do not move during this set because the WoW servers suck and will kill you because they will not update your position correctly. So hands off. Don't do anything during the don't move during the grip because you do not want the server to accidentally tick your position. You just want to let it all pull us at the same rate. Okay, hands off, gravity finishes. Right after this, we get ready for the second Devour. So there's 4 planets left. Just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty simple. Just make sure you count the planets correctly. You have like 8 seconds again to find your planet and hide. So it shouldn't be too hard. You just need to make sure you get to the right planet. If you do go to the wrong planet, remember if we have 6 people in a star, we wipe, and that would be very sad at the second Devour. Okay, second Devour, then same movement. We go to safety between the old exploded planets. Remember, this is a fall off, so that's why we go away. And then the next set of gravities is what I'm going to call cubbies. So there's a cubby between each of these dead stars, so like one right here, one right here, one right here. Their melee is going to ping themselves, and that is going to be the melee cubby. So here's the melee cubby, healer cubby, ranged cubby. You do your gravity in the cubby, and then you do the reason you do that is because you need to fight against the grip. So you want to have access to the edge of the room so that you can fight against the grip here. This one again, the gravity expires before the grip, so you can do the gravity and then you have a couple seconds to kind of get to the edge. Not a couple seconds, but a little bit of time to get to the edge and fight the grip. And you do need to fight the grip, otherwise you get pulled into the center. And then it's rings. So this next ring set is important that we call it as fast as possible. Because there's a lot less room, so you do need to get to this ring set fast. It's still the same movement, same vulnerability timer, nothing like that changes, but it's closer, to us. You have less room to back up from the last one. And this ring set uses basically everything you have to live. This ring set, if we live it, the boss should be dead. So you can see here they're getting ready to do another cubby set. That's why the melee's pinging themselves, but they kill the boss during it. But if we did get it, it would be another cubby, so melee, healer, ranged, and then this one, the gravity coincides more closely with the grip, so you have less time to get to the edge during the gravity. But ideally, with damage being good, as long as we have people alive, we should kill it around here or during that ring set.